You do have an interesting echo though. With
Yeah, there is an echo with two of them.
There is an echo, even if I hold it like this. Is it annoying?
That's a little better.
Yeah,
but it's still, dang it.
A little better.
It's so weird. It says your microphone is not working, and I'm recording it, so everyone knows I'm a loser. If I click end meeting, it'll end everything. If someone else wants to host for a minute, or not host, but like talk, I'm happy to try and fix it. It's up to you other leaders.
I mean, your echo's not that bad. I think you're okay.
Okay.
Just hold out your selfie arm. Keep it as far away as possible.
And then the side chat is like the side view of me holding my selfie picture, which is really funny. There we go. But okay, I'll say my thing really quick, and then I'll let another one of our leaders talk so I'm not annoying. But one of the things I was thinking about today was not just the fact that I grew my business from a so help the echo? From a group like this, but also you guys, our team ended 2019 as with 5-star elite. I'm so proud of them. They're amazing. And the biggest thing that I remember in that 6-week section of those last 6 weeks of the year, you guys, we weren't even sure when January hit if we had done it, because we just hustled our butts off in those last few weeks. And the thing that I think about all the time, and the thing that I know is what got me from where we started as a team, we started at like the week 7, so I'd say like 7 weeks before we had 6 weeks we had to hold. On week 7, we were either 2 or 3-star. And then on that week 1 that we had, we woke up a 5-star team and held it for 6 weeks. And the thing that changed everything for us, for all of us, for all 5 of us holding those spots, was because every single day when I started to think, oh my gosh, I can't do this, we can't do this, oh no, we have this, I literally said to myself, absolutely not. You are not allowed to think that way. And you guys, those defeated feelings creeped in all the time. They creeped in all the time, and I immediately would tell myself, no. And if those of you that are my diamonds, you know, because we would start to say, okay, well then if, and then we were like, stop it. And we would call each other out on that. We'd call each other out on any, oh, but, ifs, and, you know, like we literally didn't let it talk. So we swear, we spoke that into existence. And so I want to encourage you today, it is day 1 of a 4-week focus. You know, this is that point in your business where we get to just run. And I want to encourage you to take out any of those negative thoughts, because they will creep in. I promise you, they still creep in. Doesn't matter what level you're at or how much income you make or what rank you are. Though that negative mindset can creep in just little phrases here and there. But I want you to tell yourself, nope. I will not think about the what ifs until May 1st, right? And then on that day, you can evaluate the last month. You can evaluate what you could have done better. You can evaluate whatever you need to evaluate. But until then, you're like, nope, I'm a diamond coach, or I'm a 1-star, or whatever your goal is in this group. Nope, I'm a diamond coach. Nope, I'm a diamond coach. I'm waking up that day a diamond coach. And literally, you can speak it into existence. And here's why. Because after that moment where you retrain your brain in that second, when you say, nope, then you tell yourself, okay, what do I need to do? And then every freaking action step after that is what you're going to do to hit that goal. You know, I would tell myself, oh, I'm freaking out. No. We've got this. Okay, so what do I need to do? And that was literally my mindset every single morning at 5:30 when I woke up and sat in that chair. I would ask myself that question. And so I would encourage you, it really is mindset. And we're going to continue to talk about that a whole lot. But I just wanted you guys to hear that from me as we just kind of kick off this night and kick off this excitement. I listened to this call a couple weeks ago, and he described this season that we're doing right now, this season of push, this season of hustle. He described it like, and you know how a lot of times we always say consistency is what builds our business. Slow and steady builds our business. But if you think about an airplane, like if slow and steady and consistency, that plane would never get off the ground, right? If you guys just imagine sitting on a plane and your pilot's like, don't worry guys, slow and steady, we got this. You would literally drive to your destination. But what if we stepped on the gas just for 4 weeks? stepped on the gas just for 4 weeks and we went super hard and super strong, that plane would take off. And then that's where we continue with that consistency and that slow and steady. But it takes these bursts, these seasons of takeoff, these pushes, these 4-week pushes that just like legit change everything for us. And then in May and June, we're going to ride it, right? And we're going to keep continuing on. We're going to keep that momentum. But these pushes throughout the year will be a game changer. So if you're here tonight, I'm sorry, I'm on a soapbox right now and I'm so excited. But if you're here tonight, it's because you chose to take off. It's because you chose to fight against every mindset that you have. So I want you to be excited. You wrote down your limiting beliefs today. And Dara, you gave me freaking goosebumps when you said, this is where they'll stay. Because I was like, heck, yes, this is where they'll stay. Because anytime they creep in, I want you to immediately tell yourself those specific phrases. It's the same things we tell our customers, right? We're like, hey guys, like if you're struggling with food, you're struggling with eating, this is where you need to think. And that's what we're going to do in these 4 weeks. So I guess I'm just echoing all the things Dara just said in that video, echoing just all of us leaders who are so hyped and so excited. And we want you to like feel all of our energy because we've been talking about this for a couple weeks. And so we're trying to like throw it up on you so that you come up to this level of excitement like this. And so as we kick off tonight, I would love if you guys want to unmute yourself or if some other leaders want to add to that. Like, we just want to hear what you're so excited about for this month. Like, why are you in this group? What is pumping you up to the core right now? And I will stare at you with both of my faces until you speak.
Whitney, are you talking about anybody?
Yeah, you guys, go ahead.
Well, kind of out of nowhere, when Dara posted about the group in general last week, I was like, well, shit, something else I don't qualify for because I wasn't Emerald. And I reached out to her and I was like, I feel like I need a little coach call with you. And so we got on a call and like just breathed some new life into everything. And I am a firm believer that the universe kind of gives you things that you need to push you forward. And like literally the next day, I had a friend of mine reach out to me that I've connected with and followed up with probably like 18 times in 2 years. Finally, like, I want to go all in. You've inspired me. I want to get started on my journey. What do I need to do? And through all that, we signed her up as a coach and that made me Emerald and like yesterday. So, just getting that and then like being able to put myself into this group like on the piggyback of that, like if I can push to diamond in the next 4 weeks, like I feel like that I will be conquering so many, I guess, limiting beliefs and like things that I want to accomplish. So I'm just super excited that those things happen and that I'm able to be in this group and on this call right now.
I love that. Congrats.
Thank you.
All of us unmuted at the same time. Go for it.
Does anybody else want to share anything? I mean, I have things I can say. I can always talk.
I had a few things to share. So this is like out of the blue, this has happened. Like I didn't expect myself to be here. Because I left Beachbody like a few years ago and I was like, no, can't do it. My heart and mind was not in it. And then just like, I reached out to Ashley D like about a month ago. And prior to that, my mind kept telling me like, this is your calling. And I prayed on it and I just tried to figure out like what was for me. And it's always been inspiring others and helping others. And so I reached out to Ashley D and I was like, hey, I want to become a coach and guide me through, help me. And I just like, everything just took off. Like I didn't expect myself to be here in this group. And then someone who I've known for like so many years now, just out of the blue, reached out to me and is like, I'm ready to go. And she just like, I've been watching you and you progressed so much and I believe in your company. And I'm like, wow, okay, you just made me Emerald. me starting off as a brand new coach. You just made me emerald, and I'm in this group, and my goal is to hit diamond. And so I'm still baffled by like the fact that I'm here, because I didn't expect to go so fast, especially like after praying and asking God to open up that door and show me like what's next for me. And I somehow always end up coming back to Beachbody, but it wasn't my time, and now is my time. And so I'm excited to be here with everybody, excited to see Dara. I'm just super excited to get this going and see how the next 4 weeks are gonna go. So, yeah.
Love it. I don't know whose turn it is to talk, but I'll go ahead and talk, because when Whitney was talking, that's awesome. And I don't know how to pronounce your name, so you said Serenity. It was Yash. What's up, girl? Glad you're here. Proud of you for getting to Emerald. Sorry if I can't pronounce your name. I'm the worst with those things. But one thing I wanted to share really quick too, as Whitney was talking, it kind of like reminded me of this, is I also hit diamond in a push group just like this. Some of the leaders running this group, so like myself and Whitney and Ashley D and Ashley A, we actually all started working together in a push group, kind of like this, when we were like brand new baby coaches, like freshly diamond coaches. I would say Becca and Kelly too, but they had just started. Like they started in that process, and obviously Dara is our mama bear. But we all started in something exactly like this and working together. And something I wanted to share is that, you know, over these next 4 weeks, it's not just what happens in these next 4 weeks. It's not just the goals that you hit in these next 4 weeks. It's the foundations that you set. This is these 4 weeks where you are going to start setting those habits, like focusing on accountability, setting those habits so that they carry you forward. And you're going to learn a lot in these 4 weeks, not just like training. Like, I don't want you to get overwhelmed, or none of us do, with like just training and knowledge and stuff. Cause like a ton of knowledge can just overwhelm us, but that doesn't actually help us. It's what you're going to implement and the actions you're going to take. You're going to learn a lot from the actions that you take. Are you guys cool if I talk about the pods real quick? Just because it kind of leads into that. Okay, so you've seen a little bit about, we've talked about the pods. If you checked out the Excel sheet tracker and stuff, you see like kind of the pods and everything. So something new that we're doing, and we're all really, really excited about this, is you guys are all randomly split up into teams of 4. So it's like pods of 4. We're doing kind of like a little team cup style accountability push pod thing. And what makes us so excited about this is, like I said, a bunch of us started in a little push pod together. And that is where, especially over the years, I've learned that that's where I've grown the most, is when I meet new people, new coaches on other teams. So you guys are all going to be partnered up with people that you either don't know very well, or maybe you've never worked with them before, or maybe, you know, it might be somebody like a level above you, or somebody a level beneath, like not beneath you, but you know what I'm saying, like a little step behind you or something like that. It's going to be awesome. And so these are already picked. I'm going to do a post in the page right after we get off this call and share like who your pod is. And what we want you to do is, you know, take that group of 4, start a group chat, because girl, that is your team. That is your team for these next 4 weeks. Those are your accountability buddies. That is like who you are pushing with. That is your encouragement like team. And you guys are just like helping each other and pushing each other. We're doing like a little friendly competition, just to where there's like weekly prizes every week based off of who's like, you know, we're going to go by with Success Club point numbers, but also like growth. Like, yeah, it's like a success pod, and it's just like your push pod. That's what we're calling it. You can come up with a team name if you want, like have fun with it. But we really want to encourage you guys to lean into it. I heard and especially when you are in a group of people, and all of us struggle with things in this business, in life, and everything. Every single person on this call, no, like Whitney was saying, no matter what level anybody is at, we all struggle. We all have times of feeling discouraged or defeated or something like that. And that is when it's really helpful to have a pod to where you're all encouraging each other. I heard something from Josh Coates, like, I don't know, 2 years ago, and it like changed my like brain. Oh my gosh. And he talked about, you know, if there's somebody who's struggling with something, the last thing you want to do is partner up with somebody who's struggling with the exact same thing, and you guys are just trying to hash it out, because then it just becomes kind of a negative spiral. You want to always try to come up with this, like you want to find somebody who is maybe like experienced in that a little bit, or has advice in that. So in these pods, we want to encourage you that like not to get into kind of like a problem spiral with each other, but to kind of encourage each other and try to come up with solutions. And again, the group is there too. So if you guys can't come up with a solution, we're all still there for each other. Your upline is still there for you, and all that kind of stuff. But this is just kind of like your little team for these next 4 weeks to, you know, share things that you're doing. Maybe you learned something from your upline that you guys all might, most likely will have different uplines. Like maybe you learned something from your upline and you share it with the team. You know, this could be a chance for you to step up as a leader, and we could get some awesome leaders emerging out of this. Everyone could emerge. Like that's the point of this, is everyone to emerge as a leader from this group, because you guys are all leaders, whether you like know that or not yet. Like that's why you're here. You got into this group because you were ready to level up. You're ready to step up. You're ready to put in the work, and don't be afraid. Don't wait for permission to put in the work. Don't wait for permission to lead. Don't wait for permission to step that up, you know? So does anybody have questions about the pod situation? I know it might be kind of like confusing, but.
I literally just got added to the group 30 minutes ago.
Well, we're just now getting started, so it's okay. I just added the pods in like 15 minutes ago, so. But you're on there, Courtney, because I was doing it when you joined, so you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. So I'll put a post in there in the Excel tracker that Ashley has made and posted. You guys are on there with your little teams and stuff. Again, I'll do a post in the team page that says it. But if anybody has any questions, like, please feel free to ask. I'm really, really excited about this because we all know like Team Cup pushes us, right? Because when you don't show up, you're not just not showing up for yourself. Now you're not showing up for your team because you guys are in this together, right? So anyway, I'm pumped about it. If anybody has questions.
So I'll sound like a broken record while you guys come up with your questions. But one thing I heard from Keith Callahan, again, 2 years ago in a group like this, a Diamond Push group, he said, who do you need to become in order to get to that next level that you were striving for? So all of the actions, right? All the behaviors, everything that we do, something I want you guys to constantly be thinking about is who do you need to become in order to reach that diamond level? Because what I will tell you, what your upline will tell you, what everyone here will tell you is whatever got you here to this call, whatever behaviors, whatever mindset, whatever fill in the blank, that is not what will get you to the diamond. So I want you to start thinking about what are some actions that you can start doing every single day. And like you've heard, we're going to have incredible speakers and we're going to have some action steps for you every single day. But put it in the back of your mind, who do you need to become so that you can achieve it? Because guys, I don't know what the number is in here, but you've heard how many of us, 4 of us now, 3 of us now say, it was a group like this that got us here, okay? So who is it that you need to become? What are the actions you need to take so that you can get there? Because clearly it's doable, right? We've done it. So many of us in here are proof of that, and we continue to be proof of that. So who do you need to become? And then everything you do, your actions, your conversations, the way that you post, everything, it all trickles down. Who do you need to become in order to get there? And like I said, we're going to have tons of helpers in there with speakers and action steps and all of that. But the foundation of that we're trying to build is going to come from who do you need to become to get there. So I'm pumped. I'm super excited.
Ash D, would you go over the tracker just so everyone's clear and like what the expectations are?
Yes, I can do that.
Thank you.
So I'm going to pull it up really quick because it's not in front of me. But at the top of the tracker, you guys will see, sorry, I'm frantically pulling it up right now. You'll see that there's a goal for the week. So each day it's your job to go in there. So that's why it's super important to set that reminder on your phone for 6 o'clock at night or whatever's going to work. Be intentional, right? Go straight in there. Don't go mess around on Facebook and do all the other things and text people. Go straight into the tracker and write what you've done. Okay. And if you forgot some things, oh my gosh, I haven't done my PB, make sure you go back in there and check that you did it, because you guys know how it is. We're moms, we're busy people, we got all the things going on. 1 missed day becomes 2 missed days, become 3 missed days. And all of a sudden you're like overwhelmed with just the tracker, let alone the activities that the tracker was supposed to track. So be super intentional about going in there. And then once you've hit that goal for the week, so for instance, like new conversations, we want you guys starting like 10 a day, 10 new conversations a day. So the goal for the week is 70. Now that may like different. One day you may do 20 just because you had something come up one day, and you may not do the conversations one day, but it's your job to make sure you track those. And then once you hit that goal, the box will light up pink. So you know you hit that goal for the week, okay? We're all, this is not about being perfect. This is about, staying in your lane. I don't want you guys, some people like me can get into the Excel spreadsheet and just immediately start comparing yourself. That's not what this is for, okay? This is meant to track the actionable business activities that you need to do to grow your business so that we as mentors can support you, so that when you come to us and you need our help, we have something that is data oriented that we can literally go and see, okay, you're doing really well here, but what about this piece? Or, what about these 3 pieces that you're continuously missing, right? And that will help us help you, okay? Any questions right away, just you guys looking at it? Yes, that pink box, that was Larissa's idea. And then I went and Googled it, like, about us, because that's what you got to do. If you want to be a good coach, learn to use the Google, people. And I figured it out.
I have something that I just thought of, and I haven't even talked to the other leaders about this yet, but I feel like you guys will be on board. When I was putting in the names to the tracker thing, I personally, because we're also going to be filling it out, by the way, all of our names, Ashley, Dara, Whitney, Becca, all of our names are on there too. So we're going to be filling it out with you guys. We will not ask you to do anything we aren't willing to do ourselves. So you will be seeing our real numbers as well. But anyway, when I was looking at it, I was like, oh, this is hard to like just keep track of, like right when you're like throughout the day and stuff, like, okay, what am I supposed to do? So I was actually planning on making just like a graphic checklist thing of just the items that are on the tracker, so that maybe while you're doing it, like while you're doing your power hour, you have a thing where you can write down your amount of invites, your PD and things like that. And then at the midday or end of the day, just go in and log it in the tracker. You know what I mean? Because it is a little overwhelming when you pull it up and there's like 50 boxes of people and your name is halfway down and you can't see the task. So you're trying to follow along with it. So I will make one of those. It's just going to be a graphic and it's going to have the things that are on that tracker. And then the last thing on it will say, go log it in the Excel sheet, so that you can go and make sure that you are tracking it in there, but you have kind of a guideline of the things that are going to be on there. Okay. So, cause I was looking at that and I was like, oh, this will be really hard to follow along for me. So that way it'll kind of don't get overwhelmed.
There's a few questions about what convos means. So just quick, I think it's been answered. I just want to make sure everyone understands it. It's just having making those genuine connections, having a one-on-one conversation with someone.
Not a follow-up, not an invite, like literally just you're starting you've seen someone that you want to sit and have lunch with, or someone that's triggered you to be like, I want to get to know this person more. That's a connection, right? You saw something in their stories, or you're checking in to see how their weekend went, or whatever it is. That's like your first connection. And we want 70 new ones a week. So however you split that up is on you.
How does that make you guys feel, that number? Who's scared by that number? Like butterflies in their belly.
But it has to happen. If you don't have that connection, how are you going to get to an invite?
Okay, Allie.
For real though. For real. If you don't have a connection, it's not going to happen. Once this came about, I started a power hour every day. So I've been doing a power hour every day this week, and it's changed everything for me. Like I have no fear of like making those connections, starting it, and telling them what I have to offer if they have goals that I can help them with. And
so I love that, because I was going to segue into the power hours that are provided by our team. Can you just share a little bit about how following something are you doing your own, or are you plugging into like some kind of leader-led power hour? Like, tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
Yeah, so I first started with the champions page because they're doing like one a day. And then Larissa showed me a playlist on YouTube that has all of the saved power hours and action hours. And they're great. I've been kind of like flipping around and doing random ones because the action is the same, but everyone's view and order and kind of procedure is a little bit different. So I'm kind of doing a whole bunch of them, and it's so helpful. It is so it made my business go from, oh, I guess I'll invite some people, or oh, I guess I'll make connections today. It's, I'm going to do this for 5 minutes and then it's done. Then I'm going to do this for 10 minutes and then it's done. So it's really intentional work that has really switched my mindset and confidence with it. So highly suggest scheduling that hour. Something, maybe you don't have an hour. You could do a 30-minute and then do the second half later in the day when you have a chance. But it's super intentional work that I think is really crucial.
And I think, what's your name, S. Connor? Sorry, your first name. She's asking about how to find new connections. Have you been on a power hour? Sorry, I don't know who that is. I don't know her first name. Do you guys know who that is?
It's Sam.
Samantha.
Samantha. Hi.
She's new to this realm. She's a full-time teacher and is finally able to get on some calls. So this is great.
Oh, no, that's great. I'm awesome. I'm glad you're here. She was just asking about how are we actually finding people to build a relationship, have those conversations. So I was just
learn that in the power hour. They tell you how to do it. But yeah.
And everyone has different tips and tricks that they do, right? Like adding your friends on Facebook, researching hashtags on Instagram, following people from an influencer. It's basically just, who are you adding to your network, right? And then connecting with them. That's where the conversations are coming from, is that connection for the new people to your funnel.
And Dara, remind, the team power hours are still going on, correct?
Yes, I just committed to Q2, so they're
okay. So I knew that. Okay, perfect. I was like, I don't want to say that they are here if they are here for Q2.
In HHM under events, I have them all scheduled out for the next 6 weeks. If you RSVP to the one that you can attend, then it'll send you a 1-hour reminder alert on your face. It'll ding. So that's another option too. But I have recorded ones, like Larissa said, there's the YouTube recorded. I mean, they're there. It's just a matter of plugging into one that's going to work for you and making the time. And I think Whitney's going to talk to us about time blocking and scheduling, because she doesn't actually sit down and do a full power hour. So she's going to be great to learn from how she time chunks.
And those power hours, to get back to that really quick, Dara, those power hours, make it a commitment to join at least one as a new coach, because you'll learn so many different ways, actionable ways to start those conversations. And then you'll hit that one that's this one really works for me, right? And then it's challenge, right? It's a trial and error thing, right? It's not hey, that's why no one is telling Samantha right now or Sam, this is the way to do it, because we could be here all night. So join one of those power hours. You'll see those top coaches share what works for them, and then you'll find something that works for you. That's my input on that.
I want to pop in here really quick. I know we have 7 minutes left. I see the countdown. I just wanted to give you guys permission, because sometimes I feel like we need it, but this is the time for you to get obsessed with your business. And I mean, for those of you that have done 80-day obsession, obsessed with your business, right? If you've done 80-day obsession, you know that your workouts and every freaking piece of food that you shoved into your face was calculated and very intentional, and nobody was going to eat a single carrot that went into your green container. It didn't matter. Absolutely not. I don't touch my food, right? I want you guys to take this push time to become obsessed with your business the same way you were obsessed with 80-day obsession, right? I will absolutely not go to bed at the end of the day. That's literally on my team's tracker. Do not go to bed until you are proud of what you have done. Do not go to sleep. I don't care that you're tired and you have shit to do and all the things. If you didn't do the things on your tracker sheet, fucking get up and do them. This is your time to be obsessed with this business, to say, I don't care, watch the iPad, it's fine, whatever. I have invites to send, or I have to get my call to action out, or I have to do my PD, or whatever it is. This is the time. This is not the wishy-washy, yes, I have a Beachbody business, whatever, maybe I'll get my workout in, maybe, whatever. No, this is the time where you're no, I have a business to run and I'm running it, period. So sometimes I feel we need permission to do that. And I want you to know that this group is going to do that, right? So you need to step up to that level because that is what you've committed to. And that's what we want you to do in this group. And like Larissa said earlier, like we're doing this with you, right? We wouldn't expect you to do anything that we're not doing. So we are going to get up earlier or stay up later or work through nap time or whatever it is to get these things done. This 4 weeks or whatever it is, regardless of what level you hit 4 weeks, is going to let your business grow, right? It sometimes is a crock pot business at times, but like everything that you do right now is going to matter. So get obsessed with this business, get obsessed with being uncomfortable and doing the daily tasks because it's really, really, really important for you to do that. Okay. So just know that we are all doing that. We're all telling our husbands, I don't care, take the kid, like whatever, we have shit to do right now because this push group matters. That's all.
I have a piggyback off of that because like hell yes to all of that. Hell yes. My piggyback is 2 things. 1, we love you guys so much. And this is something I had to learn the hard way, but just being in this group and just being a part of the group and just joining and just paying the $10 into the pot is not going to do it for you. You have to take action. It's going to be about what you do, not just being a part of it, right? It's like when somebody signs up for the Beachbody On Demand. They think like, okay, I have the workouts, I have the group, I have the Shakeology, I have the things, like this is gonna be it. But if you don't show up, nothing's gonna happen. It's the same thing. Like we are so incredibly proud of you for, I'm trying to talk fast, to make the commitment to be in here and do this, but it's gonna take action. So if you don't show up and at the end of the 4 weeks, not a lot has happened, you can't be really surprised. And this is why we have the tracker. So we all can kind of like see exactly where we need to show up, right? Second, communicate to the people in your life, your spouse, your family, like all the people, what you are doing and what your level of commitment is and why you are doing it, especially your spouses, because it's a lot harder when they don't understand why you're doing it. And then that can be like, well, my spouse doesn't support me, but like tell them why. Tell them about this push group. Tell them the way it's firing you up. Tell them why you want to help people, what it's going to do for you and your family, all of the things. And you guys are in this together, okay? Those are my 2 cents.
My husband, he was like, what call do you have tonight? I said, I have a push call. He looked at me like this. You're in a push group? I'm like, uh-huh. Like, he knows what that means. Like, oh, it's on. Got it. Yeah.
I love it. Anything else? We have 2 minutes and 41 seconds, friends. 37.
I just have a quick question. The column, number of days started with intention. What is that?
So, I mean, somebody else can give a better answer if they have one, but I'm assuming it's like kind of planning your day. Like you have started your day with intention. You know the way your day is going to go. You've planned out, like how you, like when you're going to do your power hour or when you're going to do your workout. Like you just have an intentional day planned ahead of you. Kind of like a morning routine or a daily routine that you've set. Is that right, guys?
I think Whitney is going to do that, go over it with the time blocking and really hit about you're really going to just touch base on that, the time blocking and what's going to work for you. And so yeah, whatever. So we didn't put time blocking in there. We put set intentions because it's going to look different for what works for you and like what kind of organizer you are. But definitely starting your day, knowing what you're going to do is part of being successful, growing a business from home. Like you just have to. I don't care whether you have kids or not. You have to be mindful about your time or the day will go and you will not work on your business. So
we start the tracker tonight, right? Okay. And so who here wants to get some working coaches over the next 4 weeks? And so you ask yourself at the end of every day, if my coaches did what I did today, would they be successful? And ask yourself that at the end of the day, like Ashley said, we're not going to bed until that tracker is done. So I know I'm going to stay up and get it done.
Everyone smile really fast. Wait, we have 2 pages because we're all badasses. Okay, smile. All right, thank you. I'll post that in the group.
Thanks, everyone.
Really excited, guys.
Go fill out that tracker.
Thank you.
Bye.